The 2018-19 Broken Arrow Wrestling team had one of the best seasons in school history, which included a dual state championship, a regional championship, and a team state championship, as well as 3 individual state champions and 10 state medalists. Senior Zach Marcaselli also completed the impressive feat of winning 4 consecutive individual state titles.
You know, we started off the season, and every season starts off with a piece of paper, and we knew what was going to be our team.
And knowing what we return and knowing how, you know, in wrestling, you've got to field a 14-man roster. You know, other sports, there's no other sport that has to put 14 out there, then you got to put 14 out there, and they got to be at specific weight classes. So it looked like everything could, you know, fall into place, you know, really good for us. And so we were optimistic. We're always optimistic heading into a season regardless. We've always had reasons to be optimistic, but as long as we could hold it all together and get them on the bus headed to the state tournament, we feel like our chances were pretty good.
My brother had a pretty good idea, mentioned earlier in the year that this could be the best wrestling team that he's ever had. I doubted that a little bit. Being on the opposite side of Broken Arrow for a lot of years, I saw some pretty good wrestling teams. But in the end, he had it planned out and predicted it, and it's a record-breaking team.
Honestly, I think it was just everyone buying in and just the brotherhood and just kids being coachable, and that's what separated us from any other team.
This year has really meant a lot to me because I got to do all this stuff with my best friends. Like they feel like my brothers to me. Got to do everything I've ever dreamed of, win a state title, win a team state title. So everything just kind of came together this year, and I'm just very thankful for everything that we have all accomplished together.
I think it's like a family thing. These guys that you're wrestling with, they're going through the same thing. You guys are both skipping meals. You're both wrestling 2 hours of practice and aching, and the more work you put in, the more you get. And I think that's why people like it. Because once you start working harder on practice and the mat, you'll start seeing improvements in your wrestling in the matches.
Wrestling, you know, it's just a constant grind, and then, you know, when all that pays off, you know, just by yourself, and you go through that bracket and you win a state championship, the feeling is just amazing.
The intensity of it, it's just so intense. Like, I don't know, you have to be focused, ready, everything's got to be perfect. And then you go out on the mat and there's like a ton of people watching just you on the mat versus someone else. There's no teammates around, it's just you.
Well, I think the seniors, like, when they came back from football, like Gavin and Noah, they really helped us come together as a team because they brought the excitement that they bring to the football field here.
I got put in the best wrestling program definitely around here. I feel like it's one of the best in the nation. Just to have coaches that really care about you and everything they do, good coaches, it's great.
Coaches are devoted into us. They put their time. They'll come up here when no one else is up here, just you, and they'll work with you in the room, outside the room, just whenever. They got their focus on you, and that's what makes it different.
Coaches are the best of the best, and it's just a good culture to be around, and you got to buy in or you're not going to make it in wrestling.
I mean, there's always people around you that you know, and the coaches being brothers, I mean, they know each other, so they all work together really well, and just helps our team get better, just because they know each other so well and they can bond together well.
Here it's a lot closer. It's more like a family aspect. And we like come and ward here like every day, but outside of the mat, we're still cool and all. So.
The brotherhood with it. Everybody in here knows how hard they're working, and you work hard. If you're in here, you work hard. That's the way it is, and that's how it's always been.
You know, we started out the season breaking every practice with one and done. Do it right the first time, you don't have to do it again. We knew with those kids that we had that we could take them to the state wrestling tournament on the first day and we could put it away. And that's something a 6A team's never done before. And there's a complete understanding for you to step on the mat with the big broken arrow on your chest and the BA on your back, and that it means you better compete. You better compete, you better conduct yourself in a manner that is gonna make this place proud.
From our support, from our administrative support, from our parents' support, from our involvement, from our facilities, from everything. I think when people hear Broken Arrow Wrestling, I would like for them to think that it's one of the best programs in the state of Oklahoma.